Terminal 2 area, and I've made my way over to Terminal 1, and I'm about to get in front of our camera. The authorities have given us position over here at Terminal 1 where we can have a camera. The situation out, well, lost track of time, let me say at least a half hour ago, when there was this report of possibly more shots being fired. Over in Terminal 2, the authorities started rushing everybody out. And I would say there was some panic and some pandemonium because people were in the process of actually dropping their bags. Some people were tripping as they were running. Bottom line is they were fearful that this was still an ongoing situation. They had to make their way to a safe position as quickly as they could. The authorities now seem to have things calmed down. Those passengers who were already past security and were out in Terminal 2 were taken out onto the tarmac. After they ran across the taxiway, they then made their way back, like I said, a little bit more calm, and then they were escorted over towards the actual runway and taken out over through the runway, and it looks like they are now exiting the other side of the airport. So the logistical nightmare that has now been developing here means that there is luggage strewn about the place. There are passengers separated from their luggage. There are people in various locations separated from where they need to be, and it's going to take a long time for this to get sorted out here, on top of the fact that the authorities are inside the parking structure. As far as we know, even though they rushed in, I didn't count many coming out, so they're clearly still observing something inside the parking structure. There were some dogs that went in with the officers. Those canine units likely are bomb-sniffing dogs because that's exactly what they do at the airport here with dogs. And it's sort of, at this point, as the TSA says on a tweet, that they have an active shooter situation. I think you can even hear kind of like the alarms going at some of the gates not too far from here over in Terminal 1. So Lester, as much as I think people would like to think that this is over, it's very clear, at least from the activity that I'm seeing, that the authorities are treating this, that this is still an ongoing situation.
All right, Kerry, thank you very much. It goes without saying, we haven't seen any activity, aircraft activity, but we can tell you, according to the FAA website, that the Fort Lauderdale airport right now is under a FAA ground stop, meaning there are no landings or takeoffs at the airport. Kerry Sanders, I know you've just made your way, I believe, in front of a camera.